Hey everyone, today's February 9th, 2021, and I hope all of you are having a great day today, and welcome to the Humble Gent YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a review of an Islander watch made by Mark at longislandwatch.com. This is one of the new dress watches that Mark made, and it is a beautiful watch. And like I said, I've owned 4 Islander watches, and out of all of them, this one is my favorite. So let's get straight into the review, but first we'll do a quick wrist check and I'll show you guys a couple of watches I'll be doing reviews in the near future. I am wearing my Seiko Alpinist. It's the newer Alpinist and it is the cream dial with the black leather strap. This is the SPB 119 Alpinist and this is beautiful. And I will be doing a review of this really soon. And I also recently bought a Jubilee bracelet for this that'll be coming in the mail shortly. Alright guys, so these are some of the watches I will be reviewing in the near future. And the one I will be reviewing today is this watch right here. And this is the Islander ISL-38, a beautiful dress watch. And after this one, I will be reviewing this one right here. And this one is a beautiful aviation watch made by Oris. It's the Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot. And look out for that review, and I'll be doing the rest of these as well. Alright guys, so let's get started with the review of the ISL-38. Alright guys, here's the ISL-38. It is a beautiful dress watch made by Mark at longislandwatch.com. The overall appearance reminds me of my Seiko Sarb 033, also the Rolex Datejust. And like I said in the intro, I purchased 4 different Islanders. I purchased 2 divers, 1 aviation watch, and now this dress watch. But out of all of them, it definitely is my favorite, but for all the watches, you get great value for money. Alright, I'm going to take this watch off the pillow here, and we'll go over the dimensions. So the case diameter for this is 38 millimeters. It is 11 millimeters thick, but with my calipers I got a little bit less than 11 millimeters. The lug to lug is 44.5 millimeters, and the lug width is 20 millimeters. And with that 20 millimeter lug width, we're able to switch out straps no problem, and this could easily be a strap monster. The only difference I really see is the thickness. This is a lot thinner than the Seiko Sarb due to the movement inside of here, the Miyota 9015. With that thickness, I noticed this wears a lot better on wrist than the Seiko Sarb. And don't get me wrong, the Sarb wears great on my wrist, 38 millimeters, almost the same dimensions, it's just a little bit thicker. But this being a little bit thinner makes it that much better on wrist. Alright guys, here's my Seiko Sarb 033, and I have a strap code bracelet on here, oyster style bracelet. And here is the ISL-38. Very similar watches. Mark came out with an Islander that was very similar to this watch right here. It had a black dial, but except the bracelet, it was a Jubilee bracelet, just like this one right here. And that's why I chose to get this blue Islander, was because I had the Sarb, and I wanted a fluted bezel with this beautiful blue dial. So putting these two next to each other, you can tell they're both 38 millimeters. You can obviously see the Islander is a lot thinner than the Sarb. On paper though, they're both 11 millimeters. This is a tiny bit thinner, and it makes a difference on wrist. And here are both watches right next to each other. And the reason why I bought the ISL-38 is because I love my Seiko Sarb 033. I've had my Seiko for several years now, and if you can see, there's a lot of scratches on it from being used, and it is a great everyday watch that can be dressed up or dressed down. And that'll be similar with the ISL-38. It can be used for more dressy occasions, casual, or you can wear it for everyday use. And these are both very versatile watches. So the dial on the ISL-38 is really clean. It has a beautiful blue sunburst dial, and it's the same blue that's on the ISL-18. Here's the Islander ISL-18. I bought this a couple months ago, and this is a beautiful watch. Mark said this has been the best-selling watch on his site for a very long time now, and still is. And this is a beautiful watch, same case and proportions of the Seiko SKX007, and look at that blue sunburst dial. And I love this ceramic bezel right here. It is a beautiful dive watch. And this watch is the reason why I bought this new dress watch right here, because they have the same beautiful blue dial. So putting the ISL-18 and ISL-38 next to each other, as you can see, they have the exact same colored sunburst style. and they both look absolutely amazing in the light. They both have good anti-reflective coating. The color is phenomenal. Everything about this watch, the proportions, all the finishing on it, the fluted bezel, and the minimalistic style of this watch is honestly great. And I will be doing a review of this ISL-18 very soon. And like I said, the dial on the ISL-38 is minimalistic, but I love the applied stick hour indices with the double stick at the 12 o'clock. And I also believe the handset on this watch was a good choice, and I definitely like this better than the Seiko Sarb's hands. Another thing that makes this Islander special is the applied logo at the 12 o'clock. This is the first Islander that had an applied logo, and I know the logo is controversial. Some people like it, some people don't. And for me, I don't really care either way, but it is nice having an applied logo on it. It makes this watch look higher quality. This also has applied superluminova on the indices and the hands. Alright, now we'll take a quick look at the lume. And this watch really does glow. I love how it looks, and I know it is a dress watch, but I'm glad that Mark put heavy superluminova on the indices and the hands. Like I said, having a thinner case, this Islander has a Miyota 9015 movement. This is a high beat automatic movement that beats at 28,800 beats per hour. So the accuracy has been phenomenal so far. And if you take a closer look at this dial here, the second hand is sweeping across that dial extremely smooth due to that high beat movement. And this movement is self-winding and it hand winds and hacks. Looking at the exhibition case back here, it's not a decorated movement by any means, but it doesn't look bad for being a stock Miyota 9015 movement. And I'm glad I can see it on the back of this watch. Now looking at the appearance of the ISL-38, it has a stainless steel case and bracelet, and the case has pretty nice finishing for the cost. It has polished sides and brush on top here, just like my Seiko Sarb 033, and it has this Jubilee bracelet which has polish in the middle, and the end links here are brushed. Like I said earlier, I got this fluted bezel because my Seiko Sarb 033 is already smooth and I wanted something different. This watch also has a flat sapphire crystal and it has a good amount of anti-reflective coating on the underside of this crystal. Alright guys, now I'll show you guys what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. And as you can see, it does fit perfect. And with the dimensions of this watch, it can fit a huge variety of wrist sizes. And it really does look phenomenal. Mark really did outdo himself with this watch. This is my favorite Islander watch to date. Now I'll take a step back and show you guys what it looks like. And I know I said this throughout the video, but this blue dial is really beguiling. It really is phenomenal. The sunbrush finish on there is great. I have a lot of blue watches in my watch collection, but none of the blues are like this. And on this Jubilee bracelet, it goes from 20 millimeters to 16 millimeters at the clasp, and on the sides you have these screw down links. Now for the clasp, and all you do is open this up. You have a 2 push button deployment here, and you have a milled clasp, which is nice for the price. And what I like is what Mark did was use a smaller clasp for his dress watch here, which really fits the watch nicely. Alright guys, so overall the Islander ISL-38 is a sophisticated watch. It definitely is a special Islander due to the upgraded high beat Miyota 9015 movement, and it is a great value for money and the proportions all around are perfect. And I'm sure Mark will release more colors as time goes on. Right now there's this blue dial, the black dial, and there's a gray or anthracite dial. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video right here, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please leave a comment down below what you guys think of this ISL-38. And remember, I respond back to every single comment I get, and remember to stay humble.